I'd like to say cheers to the weekend, but it's like every other day, isn't it?
So eerie seeing Bath so empty, isn't it? All the streets just
It's weird.
Deserted.
It does feel really bizarre. Living through this huge moment in history. Like, our grandchildren are going to be learning about this. You seem completely unaffected by this so far, though. Like, mentally.
I think the
You cold old bastard.
The novelty is starting to wear off now, I think. Now the reality's setting in. We've only been doing it for a couple of weeks. They're saying it could go on for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle with that. Do you want to borrow my gloves?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you know what?
He's singing during a pandemic. How dare he?
He's also drinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to check the kids are okay.
They're fine. Remembering Jeff Workman, 1962 to 2017, who loved Bath and lived here for many happy years. Wish you were here. Oh well, Jeff. Looks like you dodged a bullet, mate. No, guys.
We've been in quarantine for a couple of weeks now, so that means no school, no swimming, no soft play, no jiu-jitsu, no cafes, no play dates. All we're allowed to do is go out once a day for a walk. Mum, well, she's drinking a lot of wine. Dad is having a bit of a crisis, but that's nothing new. My brother Rufus, well, he doesn't really know what the hell is going on, so he's fine. George, our sausage dog, absolutely loves having us all day, so he's having the best time ever. And me? I'm okay, I guess. Anyway, enjoy the show, guys.
Yeah, we've got Grayson over there just playing a bit of... what are you playing? The Pixar game on the Xbox? Yeah, he's getting quite good.
It's an IT class.
We have had an extremely slow morning today. It is 10:30 and we just had breakfast. Everyone's dressed finally. This is the first drama of the day. I found these a minute ago when I was just tidying up my bedroom. Hop stick puppets. I got these at the airport in South Africa because I thought if the kids didn't sleep on the plane, then I could like make these with them, but we didn't need them because the kids did sleep on the plane. I just found them, which is perfect timing.
What's the capital of England?
Who can sit down on their bottom?
Me.
I have a confession to make. At first I was like, this lockdown's going to be a piece of cake. And you know what? For a few short days back there, I was even secretly enjoying it. Because I was laughing at all the WhatsApp Corona memes that have since dried up. I scoffed at the hysteria. I even bought a few bottles of Corona just for the ruffles. But just a few days later, I started to feel the cracks. I started to miss the small things that I took for granted. I missed walking past someone on the street without secretly holding my breath because everyone suddenly looks suspiciously like a COVID-19 super spreader. I missed dropping the kids off at school and nursery and whispering under my breath, thank fuck for that. I missed the date nights. I missed standing in a queue for a baked potato at a National Trust next to old people who are still tripping their tits off over some Peruvian lilies they just spotted in the rock garden.
I don't know how to get down.
I miss having my airways crushed between a pair of meaty thighs at jiu-jitsu. I miss coughing without feeling like a fucking jihadist. I miss waking up and not feeling the crushing weight of global economic collapse before I've even had my cornflakes. I miss the freedom, I miss the normality, I miss the people. So yeah, I'm not enjoying it anymore. I'm done.
La Joconde, la Joconde.
We decided to
Have some champagne.
it's not champagne, it's Prosecco. We're not celebrating anything, we're just medicating through
Trying
this.
to get through the day. Sometimes it's good to just numb it a little bit.
My friends who are messaging saying, how are you feeling? Everyone's starting to feel it a lot more now. And we're still early stages, and that's the scary thing. It's still
That
so early.
The thing is, we've got to get used to it, and that's the thing that makes you feel worse almost, is because it's not like we battle through another week and then it's done. It's like, no, this is it now. We've got to get used to it. We've got to make this good somehow. Somehow we have to adapt massively to just being at home all the time.
On GMTV, Piers Morgan was saying about how people shouldn't complain, that we need to toughen up because we're not going to war, and this isn't war. We're just being asked to stay at home. You could give me the choice between going to war or being at home with children, and I'd have to think long and hard about which one I'd rather. Pardon?
Can you print me out a sword, please?
Probably printing out a sword, Grayson. It's going to be on paper, so it's not really going to work that well.
Paper hat. A paper hat.
How to make a paper hat.
Any of the other parents out there feel their sanity slowly slipping away from them? I'm on the brink here.
Well, like I said last week, we're all on the same ocean but in different boats. Some people are on some really rickety old boats, and and they're barely staying afloat. And it's those people that I'm very aware of and I'm very worried for, and I don't know where they're going or what they're doing or how they're surviving this.
Thank you. Hey, Rufus!
I do feel incredibly lucky that it's happened at a particular period of our life. I mean, it would have been okay if it happened to us when we first moved in together. That would have been nice.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. When we first
That
moved
would
in,
have been quite
like the honeymoon
unhealthy.
period with no kids.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, it could have happened at a better time.
Oh.
But
Now we're both just thinking.
what would you do to save the planet?
Smash it. Let's destroy the city. Don't worry, super aliens coming to the rescue.
When we first heard that there were going to be school closures, Hannah's WhatsApp mum group lit up with all these mums sharing rigid itineraries of programs and things like that. There was so many you were downloading.
Yeah, it was stressing me out.
So Hannah and I decided to go upstairs and just to make our own one. So we sat there at my computer, our confident faces illuminated by this itinerary that we'd written out for Grayson. And I think after about 3 or 4 days, it just
No, honey, it didn't even last a day.
Okay, after about a day, it just served as a reminder of
We're not
how
that parent.
this isn't about education, this is about
Survival.
survival and surviving this.
I think also with Grayson, what I learnt very quickly in the first 3 to 4 days was that his attention span lasts for about 30 minutes.
Kind of now been very much like, let's just be more fluid with this, and then just when the time's right, the time's right. We're just more relaxed about it, and that seems to be working for us.
Mummy's gone to sleep. You go to sleep as well.
One of the more, I suppose, negative side effects of this quarantine is that our alcohol consumption has dramatically increased. Like, it's a Tuesday and I'm
like, Stef, where's my whiskey?
yeah. Anyway, tonight I'm going to make a hot toddy for Hannah and I, using my favourite bourbon, Woodford Reserve. A couple of shots of that. Dash of honey. Squeeze of lemon. A pinch of cloves, whole cloves. There we go. Got that in there. Give that a good mix. And top that all up with boiling water. That is a hot toddy. 2 hot toddies for a Tuesday.
Hot Toddy Tuesday, it needs to be a thing, Stef. It needs to be a thing for the next 6 months.
We didn't drink on yesterday. Did we drink yesterday?
Yeah, we did. We shared a beer. That doesn't count, though.
Count, exactly.
What's your whiskey?
Cheers, kiddo.
Bottoms up.
Grayson had a little what was it, show and tell today?
Like a Zoom meeting with his class where they all logged in with the teacher and the head teacher, and they did like a show and tell of what they'd been doing.
I made this. I made my own badge.
It's funny because some of the kids had like literally just coloured something in badly, and other kids had like written a bloody novel.
Oh, hello, Trouble. Hello, Trouble. Right, what are you going to show us or tell us?
I made a robot.
Wow, that's amazing.
What is very important to you?
My brother.
In about 5 minutes, outside, you're going to see the International Space Station. There's a window of about 4 minutes where it passes across the skyline. So I'm going to put my telephoto lens on. I've got an extender, which makes it twice as powerful. So I'll put that bad boy on as well.
I can't, there's no way I can focus that. It's just too small. A tiny dot. I can't see it through there.
What, the thing that's moving?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool though. Oh, I'm gonna write that in my diary.
there's the moon.
That's so cool that it's doing that. It looks like a star. I bet so many people are looking up right now and being like, "Whoa, there's a star that's moving through the sky." Isn't it weird that there's 3 people up there away from COVID-19 right now?
Apologies that the shot of that was so bad. You see, I was trying to zoom in on it too much and it was just pointless. What I should have done is got more of a wide angle lens so you could have seen more of the sky and the house, even our house, and had a bit more sense of the scale of everything. So it was just the wrong lens. I just made a bit of a balls up with the lens choice. But Hannah came up with a really good plan. She made a tent for the kids.
They're still asking me not to take it down. Every night I've got leverage now. I'm like, okay, tidy up, and then I'll keep the tent up. It's good leverage.
The boys and I spent the morning making this.
What are you making, Gray? Whoa. Did you make that all by yourself?
Yeah.
Ever since we got quarantined, I've been doing a handwritten diary of just what we've been doing every day so I can look back on it one time. So I'm going to fill that in now.
I have an alter ego for teaching Grayson as well. Grayson, what's my teacher name? And Mummy's teacher name?
Mr. Knickers.
No, it's Mr. Wickers, but he calls me Mr. Knickers. I'm Mr. Wickers, the teacher.
Grayson, what's my name?
Mrs. Bloody Honey.
Miss Bloody Honey.
Mrs. Bloody Honey and Mr. Wickers.
Yeah.
There are alternative teacher
Do you know why I'm
names.
called Mrs. Bloody Honey?
No.
Because in Matilda there's this really perfect, lovely teacher called Mrs. Honey. And I'm like the opposite of her.
Oh, okay.
So I'm called Miss Bloody Honey. And it's the only time you're allowed to say bloody.
It's the boys' bedtime, and tonight we're letting them read stories with us in the tent that we made earlier on today, because they love it in there. Look at this.
Well, the voice saying, "Here's a good stick for the fire." It starts as a chuckle, then turns into a shout.
Ho, 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 I'm stuck, get me out.
Someone is tumbling into their house. Is it a bird, a bat or a mouse? Or could it be? Yes, it could it possibly be. We better wrap this up. Wrap it up with a tune.
Mr. Wicker's tune.
What? Don't look so disgusted. I've been working on that for ages.
Is this why you're too busy to help with the kids?
I thought you'd appreciate it. Goodbye, everyone.
Mr. Wicker's song.
Oh, well, I've definitely got corona now.